Yesterday, I took a ride over to the local Home Depot looking for the elusive Hoyas that I keep seeing in all the Facebook groups, and I didn't see any. And I was about to leave, and I just happened to look up, and I saw a cactus. It's called a peanut cactus, and it was only $12.98. And I thought, well, isn't this cute? I'm gonna give it a try. Even though I'm not the best with cactus, I figured it's worth it for $12.98. Task we have today is getting it out of this planter safely without breaking any more tendrils than I already broke just walking to the register. I would like to repot it into Molly's succulent and cactus mix so that I could have a healthier, happier life than the soil that it's grown in. This is going to be an adventure to try to get it out of this pot. I haven't gotten very far. I don't know how to tackle this. I don't want to break any of the tendrils, but I want to get it out of here. Okay, I have no idea. I've got some tongs, got just some thin gloves. I don't think this is a pokey cactus. My plastic knife to try to break it away from the edges. I'm going to take this part off. And I can't decide if I'd like to try to get snippers and try to cut this basket a little bit away from it so that maybe I can like break it open and pull the cactus out. I don't know. I just don't want to break any more than already broke off. Literally, these pieces were just from me walking to the register. Just kept seeing them on the floor, collecting them as I got to the register. Folks, I've been thinking about this all day. How to safely get it out without hurting these cute little tendrils. That is why I bought it. I don't want to lose all of these ones that are hanging off and then just have a cactus with like pieces sticking out because I feel like it will take forever just to get this long. I wish I had some suggestions from the audience, but the audience is just me. Let's try to tackle this. I got the hanger off carefully, and I've got my trusty plastic knife that I swear I use all the time. Best tool ever. Best free tool ever. And I'm gonna just try to work away the soil around the edges of the pot carefully as much as I can without disturbing these tendrils. It's very dry, which is probably why some of it was breaking away yesterday while I was walking with it. But I decided not to water it because I think being dry might be in my best interest with getting this out. So far, seems like I'm getting almost all the way around without causing any disturbance. From what I read about this cactus, it's not the kind that deposits those little horrible needles in your skin, but still, I don't want to touch it. Looks like it's already been coming away from the plastic quite a bit. Go down a little deeper, starting at the top just to see, and then you'll go around again, making progress. And I could smell this soil is not good anymore. Very smelly. It's a sign that I'm doing the right thing by breaking this out of this plastic pot. Seems quite mature. It's been in here a while. Almost all the way around for the second round. I have a feeling I'm going to lose some more pieces. I think this one is disconnected. That's okay. I just don't want to lose the big tendrils. Any that fall off, I'm going to put them into a different planter and make a little backup cactus. Even for little tendrils like this, where it's like a baby growing off of the tendril, I think I'm probably going to lose that. Should go get my gardening gloves, but I feel like they're so thick that it's hard to work with. Grab these silicone tongs, and I was hoping that I could find a section of this that does not have tendrils on both sides, where if I got it away from the plastic, that maybe I could stick this in and grab it, but I'm still hesitant about this. Let's see if I could push some of these pieces aside. Let's try and see if it budges. It's all about experimenting. Oh, it's getting in there. Well, let's see. Not exactly how I imagined just pulling this out. Oh, it came out. Oh my goodness gracious. Actually, I think I am going to just hold this like this. Maybe get away as much of this soil as possible while the tongs are here. Wow, the tongs worked better than I could have imagined. I was so nervous. Still got that long tendril there. Everything's good. I'm getting rid of quite a bit of this soil that I don't think is healthy for cactus. The advice that I read said to just work away as much as you could naturally and let it go, you know, and put it in the succulent and cactus mix. A little bit future down the road, repot it again to where you try to get rid of more of this if it seems like too compacted. But I think I'm going to tempt fate and do what I'm doing right now and try to get rid of as much as I can and trying to work away a little bit of the soil. I think this will be so much happier. Eat Molly's succulent and cactus mix is where they're happiest. I'm glad I just got this in and I'm so excited to try it with this. We're gonna have to one-hand this. Just force them in to start. Ooh, don't lose it. Get to see this experiment and hope that I don't drop this. I'm getting good at one-handed. Now I wish I had 2 tongs. So far we only lost one tiny little piece right here. It's not positioned in here how I would like. And it looks like it's kind of come apart based on how I was holding it. But thanks for these handy kitchen tongs. Well, these gloves are not going to help very much, but at least it's like a slight barrier. I need to be able to touch them a bit, so maybe we'll double glove. It's probably not going to help. I want this to look like a little Medusa. What I'll do is try to backfill into the holes, and then if it needs to lift up, I can stuff more mix underneath it. Okay, Peanut has been potted. That was quite the process. I just did not want to break any of these little tendrils because they're so cute. Props to one-handed repotting. I think Peanut looks great, and Molly's is going to make this very happy. Thank goodness I had just enough in the bag. Just look at that. Looks so good, all that chunky cactus mix. It's going to be so much happier than the soil that it was in. This is not good for cactus. I'm going to put this under the grow light for a little bit, and the advice I was given was not to water it, even though right after repot, you know, you instinctively want to give it some water, especially because it was very dry. But I'm just going to give it maybe a day or two to just sit under the grow light and settle in a bit in this environment, and then I'll give it a little bit of water at that point. But I'm glad this wasn't as crazy as I thought it was going to be to get it in the pot. Look at the tendrils. It's so cute. I feel like I need to get like a little stand just to sit on so they can grow down. And the last thing I want to do is break out my handy toothbrush and give this guy a little cleanup on the tendrils where there's soil all over it. So check out Molly by Very Plants. They have a lot of different mixes, and I'm excited that this was on hand so that I can rush right into repotting this and have this excellent drainage. I'm ready to pot up these little babies, and I got the cutest planter in the mail today. This baby crock, and I'll just put a little tiny nursery pot in there. And then I'll have them spill out the side. I think it's going to be cute. So I filled it up, the cactus mix from Molly's by Very Plants. I'm going to take some of the larger pieces and just sit them right on the bit of mix that I have in here. I think it's going to be cute. So I'm going to be leaving this about 3 or so days, just like it is. Then I'll use my little squeeze bottle. I'll give it a little layer of water. I'll wait about 3 more days and then give it a little bit more squeeze bottle water, and then probably wait about a week or so till after that, just to keep checking it. These things just amuse me. Go. Completed.